welcome back to the vlog. Today is a very exciting day. It is Saturday. I am getting my hair cut today. Cut and colored, finally. It has been a year since I had this done. I believe I did talk about it briefly in my last vlog, but I am getting highlights today. For the past few years, I've gotten a balayage and I love my balayage. Like, it's grown out really nicely, but it is just too expensive for me. I can't justify over $600 on my hair. And I get that it lasts a year and highlights don't last as long, but I could see myself spending like $300 now and then $300 like during the middle of the year, and not a big chunk of $600 right in one go, because that's too much for me. And just January in general is very expensive because Bennett also has his big vet appointment next week, and that too is about $300. So January tends to be a little bit more on the pricey side, and just because of that I feel better about what I'm planning on doing here. So it is 12:15 right now. My appointment is 2:15, but it's only about a 15-minute walk from here, so I have, you know, about an hour and a half before I have to really start getting ready to go. I'm going to share a very quick book update with you guys because in my last vlog I talked about reading The Watchmaker's Daughter. You guys, I loved it. It was keeping me up at night. I didn't want to stop reading it. I couldn't put it down. I was thoroughly enjoying it. So much so that I finished it. Like, we're not even done January yet. I finished it. I bought the second book. It's called The Mapmaker's Apprentice, and I'm already well into the second book already. So the story is set in 19th century London. It's about a woman, she's 27, named India Steele, who is the daughter of a watchmaker. He owns a watchmaking business. And in that time period, women could neither own nor work for any kind of business like that. So she became engaged to a man named Eddie. And now Eddie himself is a watchmaker. And because they were officially like engaged, her dad added Eddie to the will so that he would inherit the business. And then unfortunately her father did die, but they were not married yet. And then Eddie broke off the engagement, and then he owned the company and India was left like just on the streets. Yeah, Eddie is a slime ball. So India is a very strong-willed person and she wants to get back at Eddie. So she goes to the shop and she's like, I'm gonna take down his business if it's the last thing I do. So she walks in and she causes a whole ruckus, and there's this man that she meets called Mr. Glass. And Mr. Glass is very interested in finding a particular watchmaker. Now, India, having worked and been within the watchmaking realm for so long, has all the knowledge and she knows so many watchmakers in the city. So Mr. Glass hires India to help him find this watchmaker. It's so much fun. There's like adventure, mystery, romance, obviously. And there is magic in it. A lot of people in reviews did not actually like this book because of its infusion with magic, but I loved it. I'm gonna give the book a 4.5 out of 5. I'm not giving it that 0.5 because it's not as good as Zodiac Academy. That's like my pillar of like what is amazing. So I'm gonna give it a 4.5 because I really enjoyed it. I sped through that book, you guys. I sped through it. It was so good. So anyway, very excited about that. I thought I would share. I have also decided that I'm going to make this next month. And when I say month, I mean the month for my paycheck. So from January 19th, so yesterday when I got paid, and February the 20th when my next paycheck comes in, I'm gonna make this paycheck cycle, if you would call it, a no buy. I've already talked about how expensive January is, and there are so many things that I want to save for that I really don't want to put any excess money into things that I don't need. And coming off November and December and even a bit of January, I have spent a lot of money on things. And I did used to be a bit of a shopaholic, and I can feel those like pulls to keep shopping. So I kind of want to halt that cold turkey and have a month of like paying for nothing. Do you see that over here? Oh, you're so cute. And obviously my hair doesn't count because I have saved for that. I have the money for it. I just want to be more mindful with my spending going forward. This new year, I really want to make saving the big thing for me, but I'm just like hoping that by putting it into a video, like acknowledging my spending and acknowledging that I'm doing this no buy, that it will prevent me from spending any additional money. That's the goal anyway, that's the goal. Also, a bit of fun. So the cute guy that walks in my neighborhood that I talked about more so in the summer when I would see him like every single day, I haven't seen him in about 2 months. I mean, it's partly because it's colder. I'm not walking Bennett as far or as long, and I'm not outside for as long either. So I haven't seen him in so long, and part of me was like, well, I wonder if he moved, or I don't know, maybe his dog passed away or something. I mean, I know nothing about his dog. I just haven't seen him in so long, and I've been like, oh, that's so sad. Like, I wonder where he is. Not that anything happened or anything. It's just kind of of like an eye crush. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. So I happened to be looking out my window this morning just to kind of check on the weather and see what was happening. And I looked down and he was walking his dog. So just to actually see him has made me a little hopeful. Like maybe I'll see him more in the summer when the weather gets nicer. And maybe one of these days I will actually gather up enough courage to talk to him. One thing that my apartment really needs is more artwork. I know I have a lot of blank wall space. Yes, I know. I have been asked in the past why I have not put anything up there, anything on the wall. If you've been here for like a pretty long time, closer to when I moved in, I did a plan for a gallery wall on this wall, which I still kind of plan to do. The problem with actually a lot of the walls in this apartment is that they are either like, it's like cement, concrete, or brick. You can't just put a nail in and like hang up art. It's not that simple. Some walls you can, like the painting that I have in my dining room that's up. So the only other solution are command hooks. And that makes me a little nervous considering I do have a lot of real art that I want to put up and real art with glass fronts. So if anything were to fall, break, that would just devastate me. But I also have a lot of art that needs framing, which is also part of the reason why I want to do a no-buy, because I want to put some money towards a fund that I can use to then pay for some framing. And guys, I have the cutest story. Okay, one second. So this piece here is definitely one of my favorite pieces of art that I own. This I got when my mom and I visited Stratford in 2016, and they have this thing called Art in the Park, where a ton of artists are just like literally like in a park selling their art. And I stumbled across this artist and I just fell in love with this piece. I'll show you. It's tiny. It's a tiny little guy. This is what it looks like. It kind of reminded me of like a fairy tale. And I had just come off doing all of my fairy tale artwork, and so I was really feeling this. Like I love his style. This is watercolor and I just love it. So I was going through my artwork the other day, like just seeing kind of what I had. I pulled this piece out and I was like, you know what? I really love this artist. So he had his little signature in the corner and I looked him up and he was on Instagram and Facebook. So I sent him a message on Facebook. I thought, why not? I was like, hi, my name is Karenna. In 2016, I bought one of your pieces at Art in the Park. 1, will you be at the Stratford Festival this coming summer? And then 2, I asked him if one of the pieces that he had on his page was still available. I could not believe it. He messaged me back. And not only was he like, yes, I'm gonna be at Art in the Park this summer, but he remembered me. So he literally was like, was this the piece you bought? He sent me a picture of my artwork and I was like, yes, that's the one. And then he said, yeah, I remember you. And I remember we had a conversation about your life and you're doing something artsy like design, right? And I went, oh my God. Like, I don't know how many people this guy has met, how many pieces of art he has sold, but to remember some girl who bought his art in 2016 blows my mind. And I had mentioned that I might come to Stratford this coming summer, and he was like, definitely stop by. I should be there pretty much every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. And I was like, this guy is so sweet. This is so sweet. I never expected that kind of response from him. Anyway, so some other pieces that I need to get framed. I bought this with my mom. It's actually a print. It's digital art more so, but I just fell in love with it and I need to get it framed. My mom bought one at the same time and she's framed hers. It looks so good. My mom bought me this little bird a few years ago now, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I want to frame it with like a black frame around it, but again, I just need to save up the money for that. And then the last thing I want to get framed, it kind of has a bit of a story. This artwork is by my grandmother who has now passed. I went over to her place one day and she wanted to practice watercolor with me because she was a watercolorist. And she gave me this sheet to work on, and this is my pitiful piece of art. Pitiful, okay? But we were just doing some practice stuff. And once it dried, I flipped it over and I was like, oh my gosh, Nana, like, is this one of yours? And she goes, yeah, no, it's awful. Just ignore it. And then I was like, can you please sign it for me? And she refused several times, but then I finally got her to sign it. So she signed it in the corner. This was years ago, you guys. This has been in like my stash forever. But now that she's passed and I don't have many pieces from her, I want to go get this one framed. And maybe when I have a few more pieces framed and I kind of know a little bit more what I'm dealing with, I will tackle this wall. We're not tackling it today. It's not that kind of day. And I would also need to go out and buy a series of command strips, like overloading on command strips. I am going to command strip to the max when I put these up. Okay, it is 1:40 now. I'm about to leave because I maybe want to pick up a tea or something on my way. By the way, teas or other drinks at little coffee shops do not count in the no buy. My goal also for the next like little while is to check out new coffee places, like new tea places. There are a lot of really cute cafes along this one main street near me, and I've been meaning to check them out forever, but I'm thinking if I leave now, I can pick something up on my way so that I can have something because I'm a little bit hungry, and whenever I go gotten balayage done, it's been like 4 hours, but I don't know about highlights. I don't know if highlights are shorter or what. I haven't had highlights done before, so I don't really know what I'm getting into. But I gotta just put something. Oh, okay, so right now, lift up a little bit. I also changed too because I'm not gonna be going out in the cold in a crop top. I was finding some like example photos last night of what I'm thinking for my hair, so I wanna put them on my phone. Okay, I'm gonna go put my coat on and let's get going to this hair appointment. Ah, I'm so excited. Keep my ears warm. I got these new treats for Bennett, so I'm gonna give him a couple so that he doesn't freak out when I leave, and he loves these.
You want this, baby? Go.
So far so good. Bennett is not barking, so I think we had a successful escape. So good. It is many hours later now, but this, you guys, is the finished look, and let me just say, I am obsessed with it. Like, I think it's perfection. I love the color. I love all the highlights that she did. She put so much dimension in. I feel like this color is like my natural color, but better. My hair was kind of light to begin with, but she did as much as she could. She gave me some kind of money-esque pieces in the front. I just got home, so my nose is still really pink. It's freezing outside. I have to take Bennett out, but I picked up a couple groceries, so let me show you. So I went to Loblaws. I picked up almond milk, regular milk, and one of these liquid water enhancers. This is the peach mango one. I was kind of hoping that they would have the pomegranate one, which I'm kind of loving actually more now than the peach, but they didn't have it in stock, so peach it is. Also, you guys, my hair only came to 370, which I know I'm saying only 370, but when you're comparing it to the last 2 hair color and cuts that I've had, which are over 600, that is amazing. And she was so nice, so nice. I really, really liked her. She's also Kate's hairdresser. So good. I left a review and everything. And I can't also wait to play around with, like, you know, curling it and then also doing a blowout using the Revlon blow dryer. I'm excited. I'm excited. We all love fresh hair. There is honestly nothing like fresh hair. It is the best feeling.
I missed you, my sweet cheeks.
Are you done? Downs. I missed you. Okay, I'm gonna take Bennett downstairs for his pee, and then I can finally come inside and get cozy. Well, I'm kind of cozy in the sweater, but you know what I mean. Like, get back into the sweatpants and stuff. And then I think I have some vlog editing to do tonight. Okay, Bennett, let's take you out, sweet pea. Let's go outside. I am so hungry right now. I'm making the classic. I'm making the egg wraps because I know that I love them and they're fast. Like, literally, like, it's no effort on my part to make them. It is so easy. And then I think I'm gonna sit down on the couch, like, once I've had my food and stuff, I'm gonna sit down on the couch and edit and watch another episode of Bodies. I'm on episode 4 now. I just finished episode 3 and my parents are watching it as well. They're like episode 5 or 6 or something. It's a weird show. I really don't know how everything is gonna play out, but it's a weird show. I'm on the fence. I honestly just need to see more of it, that's all. It feels so good to be home now. 4 hours in a salon is a long time. Plus, it is freezing outside. Absolutely frigid. And Bennett, yeah, you, took his sweet time doing his business outside. His sweet time. Oh, my battery's flashing at me. I guess that means I gotta charge. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Sunday. I've been so cozy this morning. Like, I have not wanted to do anything. I did do a workout this morning, though. As always, I do my workout with my friend on Sunday mornings, and that was great. We did like a cardio abs workout, 45 minutes. It was difficult, and it definitely made me like really tired. And then I had a shower and I ate, and I literally feel like a baby. Like, I could go back to bed right now. I wasn't planning on going anywhere today, like absolutely nowhere. I just kind of want to be at home and do a bunch of stuff. But then Kate texted me and she was like, do you want to go for a walk? Because it is cold, but it's not as cold as it's been. And when I went out with Bennett, there seemed to be no wind, which I think is part of the reason why. So she said, do you want to go for a walk? And I haven't seen Kate well, we did walk last weekend, but it was such a short walk because it was freezing. So I haven't really spent a lot of like sister time with Kate since coming back from the holidays. So I just wrote back and I was like, yeah, sure. So I think we're going to be going out probably around the same time that we normally go out, which is in like an hour and a half or so. And just going back to my hair for a moment because I just thought about it, but there was a girl helping my stylist, so like an assistant. She commented that my new hair better matches my eyebrows. You can see my real color more so right now because I don't have any product in it, but I have like really light, more cool tone brows. Like, they are really light for my natural hair color. When I went into the salon, she looked at my hair and she's like, wow, it's like so dry and the ends really need to come off. And I hadn't had my hair done in a year, right? So I think I need to go to the hair salon more. Hair care is part of personal care, and I just feel like it's one of those things that I've neglected and I should do better at. I'm also on my walk with Kate gonna stop at Sephora and pick up a hair oil. But yeah, my stylist was like, get yourself a hair serum because your hair really needs it, especially with this like extremely dry weather right now. I've also been doing a little bit of cleaning, not as much as I would like, but you know what? My apartment is fine. After the intensive clean I did last weekend, like most of everything is put away. I did do dusting and vacuuming last weekend, so it feels like pretty good in here. I actually forgot it, but my mom offered to lend me her carpet cleaner. I have a small little carpet cleaner, but she has the real big one, and she offered to lend it to me so that I could clean my white carpet, and then I forgot it when I was leaving Ottawa. So that's too bad because my carpet could have really used it. It's many shades of off-white at this point. It's not even a white carpet anymore. It's 2:15 now, and I have honestly spent this entire time just importing all of the footage into my computer. I had to kind of remove some footage because they're quite large files, and while I do have a lot of space on my computer, it can't house everything, so I have to constantly kind of clear out the computer. So I was clearing out the computer, moving stuff on different hard drives. I'm gonna start getting ready for my walk with Kate because we're going for 3 and it takes me about 15 minutes to walk. So I wanna make sure that I'm ready because the last couple times we walked, I've just felt really rushed when I'm leaving, and then I end up forgetting things, and then I'm all flustered when I'm with her. So I don't want to do that. I want to be all ready to go. So I'm gonna go put on some leggings and my jacket, get Bennett all ready to go. Oh, what's this? Collaboration opportunity. Oh my goodness. Whenever I get emails about collabs, I always have to double check that they're actually legit. I don't know, I'll have to look at this later. Okay, anyway, I'll double check all that when I get back. You wanna go for a walk, sweetie? Come here, show the vlog. I trimmed his face a little bit this morning. He was just looking a little long and just around his eyes too, so now he can see better. Do you like being able to see? Let's go, baby. Hi, my little man. Oh, what? Car? Alex, can you say car? Can you say 4?
4.
Can you say blue?
Blue.
Can you say yellow?
Yellow.
Oh my gosh, it's so good! Almost 5 o'clock now, so we were out for almost 2 hours, and it started out really nice. Like, the weather was actually pleasant, and then it got very cold, and I think it's because the sun disappeared. So then I went to Sephora and I picked up, this is the Moroccan oil. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Moroccan oil. I ended up going for the large size because the medium size was $50 and then this one was $65 and it's double the amount of product plus it comes with a pump. I've heard nothing but good things about this, so I just decided to go for the full size. And I don't know, maybe it's cheating when it comes to my no buy, but I had a gift card so it didn't cost me anything. So that's nice. I really haven't done as much work as I would have liked to by now, so I think I'm going to pop a pizza in the oven, make it really simple, really easy for myself, and then pretty much sit down on the couch and spend the rest of my evening there because I really need to get this stuff done. It's been weighing on me a little bit and I hate when work starts to weigh on me. And I also don't want to be working forever because I've kind of gotten into this routine of like having a bath with my book and I love it. It's so nice and cozy. It's a little bougie, not gonna lie, but with this like really cold weather, I've been enjoying just soaking in Epsom salts and warm water, especially now that I'm getting back into intensive workouts. My body is constantly sore and so it's just kind of nice to like, you know, soak in a bath. Just gonna do one of these thin crust frozen pizzas. I can literally eat one of these whole pizzas by myself. This looks so good, I'm so hungry. It is the next day. I know. I became way too tired last night. I completely conked out. Like after I ate, I went to bed. Literally. I ate, I went to bed. I was under the sheets like going to sleep at about 8:30. Craziness. I almost never do that. So obviously my body was trying to tell me something. I was just like really tired yesterday. And so obviously I didn't end the vlog. So I'm basically here to end the vlog. Although today was Monday, you guys, and I got so many compliments on my hair. People seem to love it. I mean, I love it. I love the shape. I also didn't do a full tan last night like I kind of wanted to, but I spritzed my face and neck with a bit of that like spray tanner, so it just gave me a little bit of glow and it was perfect. And I'm so happy, you guys. I am so happy with my new hair. I have so much work to do tonight, so much editing, so I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already and hit the bell if you want to get notified as to when I will be posting next. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!